What's up, playa? It is I, Sebar Wise, back up in this piece. Okay, today I'm bringing to you a what's it called? A Minecraft Let's Play. However, I am going to be doing a commentary simultaneously, motherfucks. And in today's video, the topic is going to be essentially how to make the WWE great again, okay? Because right now, to be honest, like, regardless of what people say, dude, like, they're making more money than ever. Like, I mean, I suppose, I, I guess, but like, good for them, you know. But like, in my opinion, the product is not quality. The WWE landscape as it exists today is honestly, um, I'm gonna say this, dude, because like I don't wanna like completely rip them to shreds, right? Because I do want to deliver some constructive criticism on how to improve the product. Now, I feel like I should clarify, like, I'm not a diehard WWE fan. You know, I am 21 years of age. I started watching around 2009 when I was when I was a little kid, right? Um, and I watched up until 2015, and I have just barely started watching the product again. Just like what? Let's say WrestleMania 30, 39. Yeah, that was 2 years ago that I've started watching the product again. And obviously, like, people say like, oh, but it's so much better than it was before because like Vince McMahon is gone or whatever. You know, Triple H is writing the story now. He's directing the ship essentially. And I'm like, well, cool, but like, where, like, I'm still waiting for his like magnum opus, if you will. Triple H's magnum opus. He really hasn't created anything like stellar in my eyes. Like, I want to also say this too, like, just because I watched the WWE in like 2009 up to like 2015, like, that was my original, what am I trying to do? That was my original exposure to the WWE. But I have also in recent times, like a few months ago, I decided to go out of my way to watch um the year 1999, World Wrestling Federation 1999. I watched Monday Night Raw, or excuse me, Raw's War as it was known in 1999. Dude, that show is fucking awesome. Like, comparing oops, I went too far. Comparing the WWE as it is today to like what it was then, it's so much better, dude. And listen, I didn't even grow up. I didn't grow up watching that either. I wasn't even born yet, dude. You know, I went out of my way to seek out this product, uh, like a quality professional wrestling show, right? Something that's like genuinely entertaining, and I found it. You know, I had to seek this out. You know, this isn't something that I grew up with. Is what I'm trying to get at. Anyways, yeah, so I don't have nostalgia for it. I really don't. I don't, but I feel like I do because like I see a bunch of familiar faces that I did see in like when I was initially exposed to the WWE. I mean, 1999 and 2009 is like what, 10 years? Yeah, that's 10 years, dude. It's 10 years apart. That's not like, well, it's a lot of time. Respect, you know, I'm messing up here. My bad. It was the first time I'm ever doing this. Not really ever done a live commentary before. So, forgive me if I'm a bit unprofessional. But anyways, what I'm trying to get at here is I don't have nostalgia for the WWE during this time, but you know, I feel like I do, but I really don't. Uh, anyways, my main point, I think, well, okay, oh my gosh, dude, I'm gonna say it like this. The WWE can improve, by I think just shortening the matches, to be honest. The matches on Monday Night Raw, I feel, are way too long, man. And to be honest, like you can cut down the duration of a match and then allocate that TV time that's like remaining and put that towards story development because um you know, to be honest, that's another thing that's lacking currently is that there isn't really like too many entertaining stories. I mean, the heel turn of John Cena, as they call it online. Basically, John Cena, his whole career was like perceived as the good guy, right? Like the ultimate good guy in the WWE. And he's recently just changed his ways. He's now the bad guy, the antagonist, if you will. And you know, it's really it's not stellar, man. I really wish I could say otherwise. I wish I could say like, dude, this has been so amazing. Like, this is the best work of Cena's life. That those things aren't true. And I really wish I could say otherwise because I like John Cena, dude. Like, I want to see him being like quality shit. I don't want to see him like working a lame ass story, you feel me? I really, I mean, just given these people, man, the level of talent here, John Cena can be doing a lot more. He could be doing a lot more. Uh, Personally, I think the execution, if you will, of John Cena being a bad guy was not done correctly. Um, you know, I mean, they're probably gonna save this for later, but what if they don't, right? Like, honestly, all you needed is you needed John Cena and you needed to have Cody Rhodes. Just these two in the story. You don't need to include The Rock. Why is The Rock involved? This is like a common thing I'm seeing online. Like, people are wondering why The Rock is involved, why Travis Scott is involved. I honestly, I couldn't really give you an answer, but regardless, like their involvement is like immaterial. Like, I don't care for it. And you think you would given the people involved, but I really don't. One way I think the WWE can be improved is by decreasing the duration of the matches in the ring and allocate that time to developing more stories. That's one way they can improve. Second way that they can improve is by well, improving their storytelling ability, because you know, I feel like this is a common thing with entertainment in general, but like the level of the quality, I should say, the quality of the storytelling has gone down significantly across like everything. Like, it's actually insane. Like, movies nowadays, like, they aren't written as strongly as they were. At least the majority of them aren't. Right. At least from what you would expect, like from bigger corporations such as Disney or, you know, businesses like that. The WWE is like the Disney of wrestling. And, you know, it feels like ever since they went corporate, like it's just trash, man. Like, I can't get behind it. It's a whack product. And yeah, like, just tell better stories, man. I don't know what else to say. Oh yeah, there's too many championships. They gotta dial it back on the championships, man. There's way too many. Compared to the year 1999, there is 2 times, yeah, about 2 times the amount of champions as there was back then. And that is not a good thing, in my opinion. The more championships you have in a wrestling promotion, the more it dilutes like the what's it called? The more important ones, like the WWE Championship. Like they've recently added the women's and yeah, the women's United States Championship, as well as the women's Intercontinental Championship. And I'm just like, why do we keep adding more, guys? We don't need to see all these championships. I swear, if the WWE were to just like decrease some stuff, the amount of things, then that gives you more space to work, I suppose. Another way that the WWE can improve is and this is if, bro, if the WWE were to decrease the amount of champions, I would also suggest they decrease their roster even further, because there is a lot of people on this roster that really have no use. Like I can't go over names now because I can't be bothered to, but just know, like, here, I'm gonna give you like 5 people you could center your men's division, I suppose. Your men's division, the solo division. I'm not talking about tag teams. I'm gonna get to tag teams later on, motherfucks. Yeah, but like the just men by themselves, like no tag teams, I would center around these 5 people, okay? I would center around AJ Styles. I would center around Braun Breaker. I would center around Logan Paul. I know that people aren't gonna agree with that take, but I think that Logan Paul should be more involved in the WWE. I mean, they keep on saying, oh, like, Logan Paul, he's full-time now. And I'm like, no, he's not. Like, he's not showing up every week. He's showing up, like, once every month, and it's like, dude, like, this is what's it called? This is full-time, but I digress. That's 4 names. Rey Mysterio as well. Rey Mysterio still being around is actually insane. And like wrestling like every so often. Not as often as like I would personally like to, but I think his wrestling frequency is like understandable, especially for a guy his age. Who else would I center around? Dominic Mysterio. Maybe have him leading the mid card. But you definitely, I would say that they should definitely start to develop Dominic Mysterio a lot more, because if you could have him in the main event scene within the next year and a half, I should say, if you could have him in the main event picture within like the next year and a half, I think he could be destined for great things. Same thing with Braun Breaker as well. Honestly, I think they should put like strap a rocket to that guy and like just go all out with him. Just go all out with Braun Breaker. Those 5 people, I would center around them. Oh, what about CM Punk? What about Roman Reigns? What about Seth Rollins? I have this to say about that. As much as it sucks to say, because at one point, like during that time that I was initially exposed to the WWE, I actually really liked the Shield and like everybody in the Shield. I like them not equally, but like, my ranking shifted often. What else? What other ways could they improve the WWE? Oh, I know one. Tag teams. Please make tag team wrestling amazing again, because in the year 1999, tag team wrestling was actually stacked in the WWE and the World Wrestling Federation, motherfucks. That's what I'm gonna refer to it as, the World Wrestling Federation. I hate that like they went back on their YouTube videos and like their World Wrestling Federation videos, like, or time period or whatever, their videos from that time period, they always censor the federation. They don't, for some reason they don't like that word, so they censored it. Like here, I will show you an example with a Rock promo from that time, and then you know I'm just gonna slap the link on, and then boom, link in the description. Link in the description for that video, for that example. I'm not really gonna bother to include it within this video because I don't know how WWE is like about their what do you call it? Their copyright policies. I don't know anything about that. So I'm just not even gonna bother. But back to tag teams. The one of the ways that I would improve, I mean, hold on. Let me get back to tag teams, man. Because if you, the tag team division in the year 1999 was really stacked in my opinion. You had Edge and Christian, you had the Hardy Boys, you had the Dudleys, okay, that's 3 teams. You had the Hollies. Yeah, the Hollies. Crash Holly, Hardcore Holly. Who else you got? You had the Acolytes. You had the Acolytes. You had X-Pac and Kane. That's my favorite tag team of that year. Kane and X-Pac. Who else, dude? Who am I forgetting? I'm forgetting somebody. Fuck. There were some other tag teams from that time period, dude. Entertaining tag teams. Think. Oh my gosh, dude, there's still a lot of iron here. It's really good. Oh yes, the New Age Outlaws. How could I forget about the New Age Outlaws? Dude, that was my second favorite tag team. You also had the Rock and Sock Connection. That one was awesome. Like, you had main eventers in the tag team division, dude. You don't see that in today's WWE show. You really don't. And it's really unfortunate because I would like to see that. I would like to see like a Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins go for the tag team championships. That would be nice. I mean, I wouldn't know what sense that would make in like as far as the story is headed now, but eventually it would be nice to see that happen. Just like more big names in the tag team division. And get rid of a lot of the jobber tag teams too that like really have no place there. Like to be honest, like they're trying to make it happen, but DIY, it's not going to happen. The Street Profits, it's not going to happen. What's it called? Fraxium? Fraxium is okay. It's okay. But yeah, I'm not too big of a fan of those tag teams. Uh yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else. They broke up the Usos like 2 years ago. Or something like that. Last year. Yeah, last year. They broke up the Usos last year. And main event Jey Uso. Speaking of main event Jey Uso, no follow through with main event Jey Uso, man. I mean, like, he's one of the most like popular guys in the company today. But I don't know, like it feels like they're not really doing the most that they possibly can with him, if that makes sense. I don't know, they're mishandling these guys, I feel. Like, they call him main event Jey Uso, okay? They call him this for like a year or so. And, you know, he finally has his chance to main event in WrestleMania and they just don't pull the trigger on it. Like, what is that? Come on, how are you gonna call him main event Jey Uso and then have him, you know, open up WrestleMania? Like, what kind of a move is that? To me, it doesn't really make any sense. They decided to give the main event to CM Punk instead of Jey Uso, the guy literally named main event. Does that make sense to you? Doesn't make sense to me. I mean, it just shows you where their priorities are, and where the priorities are not conducive to entertainment. If you smell what I'm stepping in, okay? What else? What else could I talk about? Yeah, that's one that I want to talk about. So another way that the WWE can improve is to dial it back on the luchadors, dude. Why do we have so many luchadors in one company for? You have Dragon Lee, you have the Lucha Brothers, you have Rey Mysterio. I know they're what's it called? I know they're not traditionally luchadors, right? The guys with the mask that wrestle with the mask. But Humberto Carrillo and Angel Garza, these two guys, like, I don't know, they've been trying to make it work, but it's just not happening. I don't know. I don't know what's not happening with those guys, but like they gotta go, man. A lot of people have got to go from the company to make some more room for the more people with more star power, if you will. You know, to be honest, like guys like Seth Rollins, like where he would place, if you had Seth Rollins in the year 1999, he would not be in the same position that he is. He would be losing to guys like Val Venus and Goldust for real. Straight up, straight up. Like they'd be losing to these guys. Like I don't see it. I don't see it. They're trying to make it happen and it's not working. It's not working. Same thing with CM Punk. Like CM Punk would not be on the same level as Stone Cold Steve Austin in the year 1999. There's just no chance. There's no chance. No chance in hell. No chance in hell that CM Punk is a main eventer in the year 1999 if he were to be placed in the year 1999. Where would you place CM Punk in the year 1999? I would probably say that he would be most definitely losing to guys like he would definitely be losing to Mankind. Losing to Mankind. He would be losing to Viscera on Sunday Night Heat. Losing to Viscera. Viscera rules, dude. Like, I know he's just a big fat black guy, but it works. Like, it worked because like there was only one of him. There is no other big fat like people really. I mean, you had Yokozuna at one point, but I don't know, they weren't in the same like environment in the year 1999. So there was only one of those types of guys. And speaking about that, another thing that the WWE should do is to stop having so many duplicates for real. Like you have Santos Escobar and Andrade, and basically they are the exact same character except one is good, one is bad. That is not okay, dude. Yeah, you need to have more unique presentations. You need to have more people that stand out for real, because everybody in the WWE today is honestly kind of samey, kind of bland. You know, no one really stands out, and the people who, you know, stand out in terms of crowd reaction um, what's it called? I mean, I guess you could view that as a positive, but like they're only cheering for these people because everyone else is so boring. Genuinely. And like nobody cheers for DIY. Nobody cheers for Bianca Belair. People say it's a race thing. I don't think it's a race thing, dude. She's just not entertaining, you know? And it's not because she's black. It's really not. Um, but she's just not an entertaining person on TV. Just, like genuinely, I'm not entertained. Um, Rhea Ripley, Rhea Ripley is like, um, I don't know. She kind of won me over with like the her deal with Liv Morgan, but like that thing was dragged out like crazy because like they just didn't know what to do with these people. I mean, what more do I have to say? Everyone's just boring, dude. Nobody's entertaining really. I mean, you have guys that are, right? I mean, there's LA Knight. I think LA Knight has the potential to be entertaining, but like they're literally misusing him. Like he is not being used appropriately, I think. Not at all. Not at all appropriately. And it's a shame. It's a shame because like he has the potential to be in a more prominent position, but he's just not. And I think that is very unfortunate. And I think that should be corrected for real. You know, he's over here like chasing the United States Championship. Like, come on. Like, in my opinion, that does not elevate the United States Championship whatsoever. LA Knight has challenged for the World Championship on the main roster the one time against Roman Reigns and lost. Ever since then, he's been a mid-carder. And, you know, I think that LA Knight has the most potential in the main event picture. But, you know, I guess the WWE feels differently. The machine feels differently, and I'm just like, well, I mean, if you, I'm trying to think of an analogy here. If you were to use your most entertaining characters and put them in more prominent positions, give them more TV time, give them more entertaining material to work with, the WWE could be making a lot more money. I mean, honestly, they're only sabotaging themselves. If they were really truly to improve their product, if they were able to take their product back to what it was in like the year 1999, like the level of popularity that the World Wrestling Federation had in the late 90s, early 2000s, if you were to replicate that with the modern day WWE product, like the WWE today would be making a lot more money than they are now. That's all I'm saying. Like people, like you can say that, you know, like I'm circling back to the beginning, but you can say that the WWE today is making a lot more money than they were in the year 1999. That is true, I suppose, right? The numbers don't lie. However, there's a difference between revenue, like revenue increase, and popularity. If you were to like ask your friends, do you watch the WWE today? What do you think they're gonna say? What do you think most people's friends are gonna say? No, I don't. Most people, they don't watch the WWE anymore. They don't really care. It's not as popular as the WWE wants you to think it is. It really isn't, dude. Like, it's really only popular with the youngins, and that's about it. And like neckbeards. But yeah, yeah. It's they just gotta increase their level of popularity for real. And one way that they can do that is by having just increasing your entertainment value, to be honest. Right now, like they're not too entertaining, bro. They're not. You would think like guys like John Cena being in the company would improve the product or whatever. It's not. It's just not happening, motherfuckers. And that's a damn shame. It really is a shame. So with all that being said, if you guys enjoyed, leave a like. If you did not enjoy, leave a dislike. Feel free to discuss what you think of my opinions in the comments. I will be interacting with you guys as well. I want to see what you guys have to think, genuinely.